Hey there Capricorn, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot. This is going to be a reading for June 11th through June 23rd, and we're going to look at past, present, and near future energies. Also Capricorn, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Okay. What is up with earth signs trying to be practical? I feel like all earth signs thus far have gotten the King of Swords in the current situation. Okay, so the main energy for your reading, the Eight of Swords. You're definitely overanalyzing and overthinking about something here. And not only that, your brain is coming in and literally taking things into worst case scenario mode. So if I were to be like, hey Capricorn, what are you overthinking? You're like, oh, all the ways that this could go bad. This is going to end really badly. This is going to, like, literally all the worst case scenarios. Any good scenarios? Nope. It's just all going to end badly. So we'll see what that's about. In the recent past, you get the Six of Wands, the Moon, the Seven of Cups. You're showing me on the surface, everything's good. Everything's fine. I'm feeling good. I'm taking care of myself. I'm feeling really, really good on the surface. Underneath, however, there's a lot of confusion for you. Now, I feel like you don't even want to look at the fact that whatever this is confusing, right? I don't know if this is a relationship. I don't know what this is yet. We'll clarify in a minute. But you're showing me like it's confusing to me. It's very, very confusing to me, but I don't really want to look at the fact that it's confusing. So I'm just going to pretend like I'm not confused, right? I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Anything else under it? No, I'm good. Okay. In the current situation, you get the Temperance, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. It's almost like there's been an ending here, right? And you've been thinking about this ending long and hard, and you're trying to figure out, or you've been trying for quite some time to figure out the best practical, like, what makes sense approach to this whole thing. What makes sense for me to do? Not how do I feel, not what do I emotionally want to do, what do I think? No. What logically on paper makes sense for me to do about this ending? Do I want it back? Do I not? Should I reach out to this person? Should I not? We'll see exactly what it is you're trying to strategize about here, but it's almost like you've been in this energy of thinking and practical and logic for quite some time. Now, in the near future, you get the Hanged Man, Four of Swords, Ace of Swords. Remember how I said you're trying to figure out what to do in the current situation? It seems like in the near future, you get that clarity that you're looking for, and it comes through an energy of healing. I feel like things have been stuck for you. Remember how I said you've been trying to figure this out for quite some time? This is all about divine timing. Things haven't been moving. Nothing's been happening for you because Spirit was like, hey, Cappy, you need to take a break. This whole break was meant to help you heal and get the clarity that you were looking for. So let's see. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Eight of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands, King of Cups, Three of Pentacles. What you're overanalyzing here is how much energy you should give to this friendship. And I say friendship because it's not a friendship. There's love. You're showing me here, underneath the surface, I have love. But what am I doing? I'm showing up under an energy of, let's hang out, let's see where this goes, let's be chill, testing out the waters. You're showing up under an energy of everything's cool, everything's chill, keeping things light. Deep down, the love is there, and that's what's freaking you out here, because there's emotions. If I didn't see this card, I'd just be like, oh, he met somebody new, or she met somebody new, or they're kind of like, getting to know each other. It's very, very casual, kind of fun, but because emotions, deep emotions are involved here, it's scaring the shit out of you. So we'll see. Let's take a look at your recent past. I'm going to clarify the Six of Wands for you in the recent past. Six of Wands is clarified by the Death, the Strength, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, like I said, on the surface, you're good. You're Gucci. Everything's fine. Deep down, however, there was an ending. Whatever ended, not only was it difficult for you, it's also, you're in the recent past, this whole ending was very painful and difficult for you, and it also sent you into an energy of like, okay, I need to detach from this. I need to disconnect from this. At some point, things were good between the two of you. So I do see that at some point, things were kind of working out. You were feeling really good about this. And then bam, it came to an end. And even though it was very difficult for you to deal with this ending, some of you may be dealing with a Leo. Even though it was very difficult for you to deal with this ending, you're showing me in the recent past, okay, this doesn't serve me anymore. Time for me to walk away from this. Let's take a look at the moon in your recent past. The moon is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you walked away, right? But deep down, the desire to have a fresh start here, to balance out the energies between you and this person, that never went away. You still have a desire to come up to this person and offer them the possibility of, hey, let's make things right. Let's set things right. Let's balance out the energies, right? Let's have a new beginning here. But I feel like because it ended, because it's like, okay, time for me to walk away, you're kind of like burying this feeling, this desire that you have. You're burying it deep within you. It's like it's there, but it's in a box, in a lock and key. You threw it deep within your soul, and you don't even want to look at it at that point. It doesn't mean it's not there. It's there. It's just you're pretending like it's not there. Let's take a look at the Seven of Cups in the recent past. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Hangman, Five of Wands, and the Lovers. It's too confusing for you. Again, you're not doing anything because it's too confusing. On the one hand, you do care about this person a lot. On the other hand, you guys ended. It's over, right? Something happened here. There was a disagreement where you and this other person could not see eye to eye. You couldn't figure it out, right? And because it was so confusing for you, because you literally couldn't figure out what to do in order to bring the love to the surface, right? You're like, I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. So you didn't do anything. You're just kind of like, okay, we ended it. Even though I do want this back, I do feel the connection. I'm not going to do anything about it. It's over. It's done. I'm just going to pretend like I'm just literally, you're sitting there and you're like, I feel these things. Don't want to feel them. Don't want to think about it. Not doing anything. Cancer got very similar energies, by the way. For the Temperance in the current situation, you get the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, Two of Swords. You're showing me that you and this person's been in your life for quite some time. And this is somebody that you find very, very attractive, but they're also very, very independent. You're showing me that you view them as somebody that's like, they don't really need me, right? They want me, they don't really need me, but they have been in your life for quite some time. And you've kind of kept them at arm's length, right? And by the way, I say you because this is your reading. This could be your person's energy. Take it as it resonates. But you've kept them at arm's length. You haven't really let them in fully because you're afraid of allowing them in and then you making the wrong choice, right? It's almost like you kind of want this person, but you're also rejecting them at the same time. And it's been like this for quite some time. You and this person have a hard time getting into that place of balance, of harmony for some reason. It's not that you don't love them. It's not that you don't care about them. It's not that, you know, there's just like, you have a hard time getting balance because you're showing me, I want to balance things out. I want to balance things out. There's something here where you guys can't quite figure out how to equally work together. Let's take a look at the King of Swords in the current situation for you. King of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Tower. You're moving very, very slowly. You're moving slowly because, again, you're trying to be very practical about this. You're trying to see what makes sense. And again, I do feel like some of you are dealing with a Leo because this is coming up twice for you. Recent past, current situation. Spirit doesn't want you to move slowly. It's almost like it's kind of reaching a breaking point where you moving so slowly, you trying to be so practical about this. It's not, the energy is not meant to... It's not that it's not meant to. I'm trying to find the right words. It's like something just kind of like shifts and breaks. The way I'm seeing this, it's kind of like, it's like a train, right? It's like a train chugging ahead. And this is the pace that it's supposed to go at. And you're sitting here pumping the brakes. So instead of the train moving this quickly, it's moving much slowly. But there's a lot because of the resistance that you're putting up against it. That's not sustainable. It's almost like the brakes are kind of falling off because it's not meant to move that slowly. You're trying to be practical. You're trying to be logical. You're trying to really drag this out. Spirit's coming in and being like, you can't keep doing this, man. It's not sustainable. And I say man because I don't assign gender to my cards, right? Man, woman, doesn't matter what you identify as. This pace that you're going at, it's not sustainable long term. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in the current situation. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Empress. Yeah. It's like you keep trying to drag your feet, but this ending, whatever happened with you and this person, this ending broke your heart. And I feel like in the recent past, you didn't really want to look at it. And in the current situation, you still don't want to look at it. You're kind of like just dragging your feet, being very practical, being very logical about everything. And that's what's not sustainable because you have emotions here. You have deep emotions for this person. You're literally showing me my heart is breaking over this person because it ended with them. You love them and you viewed them as your person. Like the Empress and the Queen of Cups, like seriously? What the hell? Like this is love of my life. Like I'm shattered. I'm heartbroken over this ending. Oof, got a pain in my chest just looking at that. Whoever this is, if this is your energy, I feel for you. I really do. Two more. The Hangman in the near future is clarified by the Six of Cups, Magician, Seven of Cups. You're manifesting this soul connection back. You're manifesting this in your life, but things aren't moving. There's something which you haven't realized yet. You got the Hanged Man. Where did you get the Hanged? You got the Hanged Man in the recent past. It's interesting because you got the Seven of Cups clarified by the Hangman in the recent past. In the near future, you get the Hangman clarified by the Seven of Cups. This love hasn't gone anywhere. This connection hasn't gone anywhere. But the conflict hasn't gone anywhere either because you haven't really done anything to resolve it. And I'm not just putting this on you, right? I'm not saying like, oh, it's your responsibility to take care of this. Neither of you have done anything to resolve this conflict. And so Spirit's like energies were stuck in the past, energies are still stuck in the future because there's still some confusion. You haven't resolved whatever this disagreement is. And so Spirit's like, I know you want this. I know you want the soul connection. You're manifesting the soul connection, but there's some stuff you got to look at here. There's like some obstacles or some things that you need to take a look at, which you don't want to look at. Let's take a look at the Four of Swords in your near future. Four of Swords is clarified by the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands. I feel like what you're healing is this energy of self-sabotage. You're recognizing that maybe at some point you self-sabotaged and you're the one that caused this ending. And you're realizing it and you're like, oh shit, I messed up. You don't really want to fully take accountability here though in the near future. I'll be honest with you. You're showing me I want to heal this ending. I want to heal this lack of trust. I want to heal this element of self-sabotage, maybe even the self-deception that you have, right? Because in the recent past you have emotions but you don't really want to look at them. In the near future you're showing me I want to heal all these things, but you're not fully taking accountability. If I didn't see this, I'd be like, yeah, Capricorn really wants to work on this ending and they want to heal it within themselves, right? Not so much with the other person. It's more so about healing this pattern within yourself. But with the Nine of Wands, you're showing me it's like, I do want to heal this up to a point, which is letting me know that it's like, you want to work on this, but how deep are you willing to go, right? This is the iceberg. Are you willing to go all the way to the bottom to heal everything? Or are you kind of just like, I just want to heal the top part, right? I don't really still want to look at the bottom part. Something you might want to look at. Let's take a look at the Ace of Swords in the near future for you. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Emperor. Oh, come on. The Emperor, Three of Wands, Ten of Wands. You're waiting for that clarity. And I feel like you're sitting here. You're very confident in the fact that you're going to get the clarity that you want. So again, I do feel like you're working on some stuff, but even you recognize that like there's still more. You're going to get there, but you need to give it some more time. And that's the difficult part for you. I don't feel like you're very, very patient when it comes to this. And I don't feel like you really want to wait. You're in an energy of, I know I'm going to get what I want, but I want to get it now. I want this clarity now. I want to resolve this now. I want to figure everything out now. And that's not how it works, right? Sometimes, especially in your reading, Spirit is keeping things stuck and stagnant for a reason, because you need to take a look at them. You can't resolve certain things without first taking a look internally within yourself. And I feel like that's what's happening here. In the near future, you're kind of getting that. In the recent past, you're not really looking at that. And so I feel like, again, this whole energy, it's almost like there's this game, kind of like Tetris, but not really, where it's like, in order to be able to move this piece, you have to move other pieces, right? It's like a red card game. I forgot what it's called. Maybe it's just called the red card. But basically, it's like everything is set up in a way where it's like, in order to move a piece all the way over here and get this piece to the exit, you have to move a bunch of other parts. That's the energy for your reading. You want to get this love, this connection, you want to get it moving. You want to get to the point where you can resolve the conflict. There's other parts that you need to take a look at internally first, move them, work on them, heal them to get this card or this love or whatever on its way. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to keep in mind. Yeah, it's going to work out. The energies between you and this person are going to work out. I do see you looking at this person again. You're showing me they're the Queen of Wands. They are the person for me. They're attractive. They're beautiful. They're confident. I want them. I want something long-term with them. I want to build something long-term with them. And with the Eight of Pentacles, things are working, right? Things are building. Things are growing. But you got to work on some other stuff first. So Cappy, that's what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here on the next one.